TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
From Ferndale High, it's the Clarkston Wolves and the Ferndale Eagles. Hello everyone, I'm Joe Abramson along with Jack Roberts. And tonight, Jack, we've got a matchup not only between two of the top teams in Oakland County, but this might be the best matchup in the state tonight.
Oh yes, for sure. I mean, Clarkston comes in, they're 12-0, the top-ranked team in Oakland County. Ferndale's in the top 10 in Oakland County too. They've got the home court advantage, but they're going to have to put the clamps on a tough Wolves team.
And the Wolves are led by one of the top junior players in the entire United States of America.
Yeah, Dane Fife comes in tonight. He's number 12. Fife averages, he's only a junior. He's the #1 junior in Michigan. Averages over 30 points a game. He's also one of the top 25 juniors in the country. I think it's going to take more than one to put the clamps on Dane Fife.
And on the other side, Ferndale's maybe got more of a well-balanced team, and they've got one of the best all-around athletes the state of Michigan has seen in the last several years.
Elvin Jones is a phenom. He really stands out on the football field, but on the basketball court, one of the best players around too. Elvin averages over 20 points a game, hauls down 13 rebounds. He's on his way to Minnesota to play football, but we understand he's also going to play the basketball team too.
And this is the guy who, just to throw it in, was also a two-time state high jump champ as well.
Alvin's just quite an athlete.
And it's good to be the high jump champ because this should be a high-scoring track meet type of ball game, and we'll be right back with the tip-off on the TCI Game of the Week.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak. Buy one burger, get one free when you mention TCI Sports. Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. And by Bell Tire.
I'm the king.
Of rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my Market Share Coupon Book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this, $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology. Call the competition, they'll probably show up with this. Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more. The competition can't. Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't. They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
Back here at Ferndale High, waiting the tip-off of what should be a very exciting game between the Ferndale Eagles and the Clarkston Wolves. I'm Joe Abramson along with Jack Roberts, and boy, it seems like everybody came out for this game.
We've got an awful lot of big people, including the head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers in attendance tonight.
And he's going to look at a 5-0 Clarkston team, 12-0 overall, as we mentioned in the open, against a Ferndale team that only lost one league game, that being against Pontiac Northern. This is their first matchup of the year. Ferndale 8-3 overall. This gym, though, doesn't hold a lot of good memories for the Clarkston Wolves.
No, if you think back, Clarkston has been eliminated in this gym for 3 straight years in the quarterfinals, twice to Pershing and last year to Southfield Lathrop. And I know Dave Fife thinks about that. He was a freshman, sophomore, and he's been there.
This is his junior year, and his coach, his dad was here the whole time. And there's Don McNeil, the coach of Ferndale, for 6 years now, and he's pretty confident about this game.
Yeah, he thought that with the return of his big man, Greg Scott, a 3-year starter back in the lineup, 6'4", big guy, he thinks that his team should be able to pull it off tonight. They intend to more or less stick with the man-to-man. The game plan is to eliminate all the hard picking that Coach Fife likes to institute.
As we mentioned before, this should be a track meet. Both teams are going to go up and down. You've got Fife getting around 30 a game, Elvin Jones getting around 23, 22 points a game. This should be a great game. Take a look at the starters now. As we mentioned before, Fife and Jones, the main guys, but it's going to take the help of guys like Matrock, Conley, Dion, and Bailey. For Clarkston, Morgan, Dixon, Lewis, Royal to help out Jones on Ferndale. Clarkston might have a little more depth off the bench.
I think the key might be for Clarkston, Justin Dion, the junior, 6'6" junior center. You can see behind that official, that public address announcer here at Ferndale, Coach Mason's been doing it about 30 years now.
There you see our officials, referee and an umpire. That's pretty cool. How do you decide who's who? Anyway, Ferndale does win the tip. Elvin Jones, state high jump champ, should win the tip, and he does. Gets the ball in the hands of Eddie Dixon. Dixon now to Jones, back up top. Dixon drives the lane, kicks it inside, turnaround jump shot, falls for number 25, Randy Royal, a sophomore, 6'3" sophomore.
Good penetration on the dribble by Dixon, good feed to Royal, and Ferndale's up early.
Now Dane Fife bringing the ball up, 6'4", a junior. A little bit of a do-it-all type of player.
Yeah, the offense, the entire game plan will revolve around Dane. Yeah, but they like to spread the floor. They want to spread it out and go for penetration.
Now they get it back to Fife on the wing, left side. He goes baseline, can't shake his man. Pump fakes once, gets the shot blocked by Royal once again, and now Ferndale comes up with the ball, and Royal, the sophomore, making his presence known early.
Quickness by Eddie Dixon to come up with it too. Royal can get up.
Dixon with the ball being checked by Mike Matrock. Over to Royal, down low to Elvin Jones. He gets double teamed and the ball gets knocked away and out of bounds off of Royal. Good defensive help there by Matrock.
You see good hustle both ways. Here's Dane Fife getting caught up in the corner. Shot goes up, and right here, he thought he had it, but he gets nice block there by Royal. Not fooled by the fake, turned into a turnover. Good block.
And now Royal's dogging in full court is a little bit of a one-man full court press applied by the Eagles. Now he gets the ball over to Brad Conley.
It's a simplified offense here for Clarkston.
Well, now Fife fires up his first shot that gets towards the rim anyway. It's not blocked, and it's off left from three-point range. Ferndale comes back with their own three-point attempt by Brandon Morgan. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Clarkston. Ferndale keeps possession. And, well, the track meet's going on, but there hasn't been much scoring yet.
No, not at all. But if you notice, you're going to see some major positioning, a war going on inside as Ferndale tries to attack the offensive glass.
Now Elvin Jones goes right at Dane Fife, and this time the ball goes out of bounds off of Randy Royal. Good hustle going for the rebound, just wasn't able to control it. And that man right there, number 32, Chad Bailey, did a good job of boxing out.
Yeah, Chad Bailey did. He found a jersey, put his back on him, and you're going to have to box Ferndale out. They like to crash the glass. Full court press.
And once again, sophomore Royal is dogging Fife all the way up the floor. Going to make him work a little harder, maybe wear his legs out for the fourth quarter.
Yep, trying to tire him out.
Now Fife takes it into the lane, gets the foul called. Basket does count or no? Offensive foul.
I'm going to take it away. I think they're going to call a moving screen right here. Fife comes off a screen inside here. Nope, they're going to call traveling on Dane Fife. Right there as he walked.
Well, they put a foul up on the board for number 20.
Had to be a moving screen up.
Mike Matrap, but he was nowhere in the screen.
Yeah, he wasn't even in on the play.
Well, that's because the screen moved out of the play.
Something like that.
Well, now Ferndale on the other end gets called for a travel, and the ball turns back over to the Wolves. I thought on that play maybe, you saw Fife with the off-arm push-off. Maybe that's what they were calling, but the foul didn't go up against Fife.
Yeah, a clear out or a travel.
Well, now Fife's got the ball. Couple of turnovers, only 2.5 minutes into this game each way. Brad Conley with the ball being checked by number 14, Dwayne James. Shot doesn't go, and Elvin Jones skies for the rebound, gets the ball up to Brandon Morgan underneath the number 15
Ty Lewis, the junior, 6'7", 202, gets the easy layup, and Ferndale's up 4-0.
Great rebound, outlet pass. Ty Lewis crashes, fills the lane, easy basket.
And now Dane Fife gets by his man, takes it to the hole, easy finger roll, and that's why, folks, he's one of the top 25 juniors in the country.
He's smooth, he can dribble it with either hand, he's got foot speed, he's quick, he just lost his man off the dribble, and he's so smooth in the air.
Doesn't quite have the dunking ability, but everything else about him reminds me of Bobby Sura, Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's warming up, he's 1 of 4, that was the first one he hit, he was 0 for 3 before that one.
Well, they come right back inside, and once again, it's Randy Royal, and for a sophomore, he's got a lot of confidence down there in the low post.
And he's got power. It's tough to get that ball away from Royal. He is a big fella. He knows how to hang on to it.
Right, 6'3", 195. Now Dane Fife running the point up top, being checked once again by Royal. Man-to-man, takes him left, goes right. The crossover, not able to get the finger roll to go. And a rebound by Elvin Jones in the fast break. Finally get it underneath to Brandon Morgan. Nice pass by Ty Lewis. Get the easy layup.
Ty Lewis finds the open man. Morgan uses the dribble and comes up with a good shot.
Clarkston counters right away with Chad Bailey, the 6'6" senior.
Chad Bailey showing a jump shot. They can get someone else on fire, relieve a little defensive pressure off of Dane.
And now there's a official stop of the clock on the floor. Ferndale turned the ball over. We didn't even see it. Had to be an inbounds violation of some sort. Clarkston gets possession back with a chance to cut this to a 2-point lead. Fife now being checked by Greg Scott. Only his second game back after missing quite a bit of the season. He had first game was last Tuesday against Pontiac Northern. Now they get the ball over to Brad Conley. Being checked by Morgan, kicks it back up to Fife. Splits the defense, loses control of the ball. Now there's a mad scramble, and it's going to come up in the hands of the Clarkston players. That was number 20, Mike Matrat, and he got fouled in the scramble, I believe, by number 31, Eddie Dixon.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Dixon for a reach there. Fife kind of lost the handle on the ball. They good hustle to recover with it, but Ferndale's been tough on defense. You see field goal percentages there. Clarkston only shooting 28%, and I think that's got a lot to do with the Ferndale defense.
Of course, Clarkston's fired up more long-range jump shots, and Ferndale's been getting the ball inside for layups.
Yeah, you see a high percentage. You know someone's shooting in the paint.
Well, we got a foul called here on Elvin Jones. He tried to run through a screen. You know, we talked about Dane Fife as a passer, a shooter, a ball handler, and all that. He just set a nice screen. Elvin Jones ran him down, and he's going to get his first foul.
Yeah, they can't afford foul trouble with Jones. I know that Coach McNeil would like to just get into halftime with everybody less than 2.
That's just a good blind screen by Fife, and they were trying to set up a shot, I believe, for Conley in that case.
I tell you, it's a lot more than just Dane Fife that has this team undefeated. They set some mean picks, some mean screens. They know how to do it. It's simplified, but they know how to get the defender off the man on the move.
Now you've got Dane Fife bringing it up top.
Whoa! That was from way out.
And that was for 3, and now it's an 8-7 ball game. And it definitely is more than just Dane Fife.
Clarkston's on the road, but their fans outnumber the Eagles fans. And they're going to get loud with plays like that.
Well, coming right back with their own triple is Ferndale and Brandon Morgan. And I tell you, they've had an answer for everything the Wolves have done so far in the first quarter.
Morgan averages 14, not afraid to let it fly.
Well, that shot there by Matrat didn't go, but the putback by Mark Mazer, and Mark Mazer's 6'9". He got the layup to go and the foul, and he'll get a chance for the 3-point play.
I think Ty Lewis just got caught a little bit off balance. Didn't expect Mazer to shoot it from way out there. Next thing you know, it's off the glass.
And you know what's big about that? That's Elvin Jones' second foul.
Oh, they called that on Jones. I thought they called it on Ty Lewis.
Well, first we're going to take a look at Brandon Morgan's 3-pointer.
See Morgan come right back, spots up with a 3, and just buries it. He averages 14 a game, not afraid to let it fly.
And right there, number 25, Randy Royals, had a strong first quarter, offensively and defensively. Now Mazer with a chance to complete the 3-point play, get this to a 1-point margin once again, and he does. 11-10 still in favor of the Eagles. And Ferndale with the ball, Eddie Dixon bringing it up. Over to Morgan. Back up top to Dixon. Now he's going to penetrate, look for the finger roll.
wild-looking shot, but he was able to draw the foul. And you know what? If you're going to get Elvin Jones in foul trouble, the best thing for Ferndale to do is come back and get Dane Fife in trouble.
Can't believe the referee picked him out of that pile. I thought he was going to call it on the big guy, Mazer. Good dribble drive penetration from Eddie Dixon. Loses him here. Oh, Fife fell down underneath him for sure.
Stepped in while he was in midair. And, you know, that's the kind sometimes you wonder, is he going to even call it because it's a crazy shot? But I don't think he had much of a choice there. First foul on Fife gets Eddie Dixon a couple of free throws.
Great call by the official to see through those big bodies and make that kind of call.
Can't get the free throw to go, and that was their Achilles heel the other night against Pontiac Northern, 15 for 31 in their only league loss so far this year.
Yep, Coach McNeil said they had control most of that game, but they lost it at the foul line the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Does get the second one to go, and it's a 2-point lead for the Eagles with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Fife with the ball now, bringing it up. Royal still checking him. Gives it up top to Chad Bailey. Looks like they want to post Fife up down low. Instead, Maytrot's going to fire another long-range three. Not able to get it, but the rebound comes down to Brad Conley, and they're able to reset the offense. Maytrot and Fife, little miscommunication. They're scrambling for the ball. Ends up as a turnover, and the Eagles get the fast break move for number 40, Greg Scott. And he's looking good for a guy that's only played in 1 game this year.
No hesitation from Scott. He fills the lane. They find him on the opposite side, right to the rack. He was hoping to get Fife into a foul there.
Now Clarkston with the ball. Looking to post up Mazer down low, not able to. Instead, they get it to Maytrot. Now Fife takes him to the hole once again. Blocked by Ty Lewis, and they get the fast break going again. Greg Scott not able to get in.
The Eagles came to play tonight,
It
Joe.
was Greg Scott with the putback, actually. Brandon Morgan wasn't able to get it. And we're not going to say what Coach McNeil told us unless it actually happens, only because he didn't say that we could say.
We'll wait till later. Hate to put the hex on him.
And that's why, because Clarkston's able to answer. And again, it's Chad Bailey this time. They've been answering with pretty much their entire roster. It hasn't been a one-man show by any means.
Well, they're leaving Bailey and Maytrot alone. They're really leaving the perimeter unguarded. Clarkston taking advantage. Good box out.
Morgan with the long miss. Mazer blocked out, got the rebound, and now it's Clarkston with the ball.
Mazer's improved. He's a 6'9" senior, and he's really been working at the game. They're going to need him in the state tournament.
I think they'd probably like to get a win on this floor before the state tournament, too. Fife with the ball still being checked by Royal.
Before they come back to it in the quarterfinal game. No wonder Coach Fife was so uptight before the game. I'll tell you, that was just a stress monkey there on the baseline during warm-up.
Absolutely. Well, you know, when you play in that, the teams they always face here in the playoffs, what, Pershing, Southfield Lace, those are good teams, too.
Oh, yeah.
Fife fires up for 3. Gets it to go. Just that little up fake. Got Royal out of his way and effortless shot.
Little pump fake, lose the defender and bury it. Dane Fife showing you he'll put it down from deep.
Bobby Knight's got to like what he sees so far.
He's right there, too, on the side of that basket. I wonder who he's scouting.
Well, Elvin Jones is already committed to play football at Minnesota, so you know it's not him.
I'm waiting to see Clem Haskins walk in. They're playing for the last shot.
Oh, there they get it under the Royal, and once again, Royal gets the... This is the first one, does get the tip in. Fife fires up as the first quarter buzzer goes. And I'll tell you, Royal, for a sophomore, played a very strong first quarter and managed to get Ferndale a 2-point lead as the quarter ended.
There you get a shot of Randy Royal, 6'3", 195. After he missed, though, he stayed with it real nice. Such poise for only a 10th grader, and he tips it back in. Big basket. They've got a 2-point lead.
Well, let's take a look one more time. You'll see Royal miss the first one and get the putback.
Yeah, they work it into Lewis on a baseline. He finds Royal in the lane. The miss, he follows here. Nice tip. He didn't have time really to grab it and bring it back down. He did the right thing, goes up and tips it in, and they got the 2-point lead.
Well, there you see the Clarkston huddle. Dan Fife talking to his troops.
Just got to make sure.
No, fellas, they're tired.
Yeah. They're tired, they're motion, but we got to get back on defense. Transition. They're scoring all their offense on defense. On transition. Keep them out in the middle. Would you get knocked down on this one?
It's true, though. Ferndale's working in transition.
Oh, yeah. How many fast break baskets did we see? And a lot of that's just, like you say, you know, you're not boxing out. You're not keep him with your man. But one thing Ferndale did, I noticed, is when the shot goes up, whoever's closest to midcourt's gone.
Right.
Takes off, and that's something that, if you're a fast break team, you're taught to do that.
Yep. He's a sneak play. You know, you're at half court. As soon as the shot goes up, you lose him. You go get down here and about at the foul line. One outlet pass, a second pass to you, and it's 2-on-1 to the rack.
And it's been working so far. Now Clarkston starts the second quarter with the ball and a chance to tie the game up. Looking maybe to post up Mazer down low. Instead, they go to Fife. He draws a triple team. So they kick up, and a nice steal made. And a fast break run and gun not able to go by number 21, Danny Pervinkler. And he gets the foul after the rebound, and I think that's a frustration foul.
Good rebound by Brad Conley, and then he stayed with it. But that's really the Ferndale philosophy. Get the ball here. You see Conley working for the rebound on the baseline. He keeps control. He's got 1 foot in right here, just inside the baseline. He's fighting with it. And then right here's the hack. Good call by the official.
You get him on hand. That's good aggressive play, but it might be the frustration of missing that easy. It didn't turn out to be an easy layup, but what you thought was a breakaway.
But Conley listened to the coach. He got back in transition.
Oh, nice pass by Fife underneath the Mazer. Not able to get it to go. Royal comes up with the rebound up to Pervinkler. He's got the ball. Now kick it up top to Morgan.
Yeah, Pervinkler has trouble handling it. Offensive.
Good charge. Good take of the charge by Dane Fife, and that time he did have position before the man went up in the air.
That'll go on Brandon Morgan. Morgan's one of their high-scoring guards. Here he works it left-handed, comes across. Fife slides in. I don't know. Ref says definite offensive charge.
It's one of those, not only in the NBA or in college, even in high school, I think certain players, Shane Battier gets calls, Dane Fife gets calls.
That's right. It's either way, though. What are you going to do? It's all happening so fast.
Fact is that those guys earn the calls because they are so good. Now Fife goes underneath, and as we talked about getting calls, nothing you can do about dribbling it off your foot.
There you saw it, turnover number 5. Turnovers really killing. Dane Fife not in sync at all. He's had trouble handling it, loses it that time off his foot. He's just got to settle down. Big crowd, got to settle down.
Well, now they're going to go down low, and they thought they had Brandon Morgan up top, and he wasn't there. Damon Lucas kicked it up top, and Ferndale players are claiming it was deflected. I didn't see that. I think it was just miscommunication, but I think the referee, they are going to get it changed.
Yeah, he might overrule here. They're going to talk about it. Brandon Morgan sure thought it was tipped. He didn't even go for it.
Boy, I guess so. It was tipped. Whatever it was they said, it worked. Maybe these guys ought to get on the debate team.
But Coach McNeil right here, he's thinking, and Coach Fife doesn't like it at all. He says, hey, that was your call. You're right there.
Well, I think what he's saying, if you're going to make a call, stick with it.
That's right.
All right. Well, he's agreeing that somebody else had better position.
But Coach McNeil's thinking, hey, Clarkston just turned it over. This is the time when we have to score. We can't turn it over and give it right back to him. Settle down. Too many turnovers right now.
Yeah, take advantage of the opportunity. Pervinkler this time off the glass, and once again, he doesn't get it to go, but the putback does go. And, boy, we talked a lot about Elvin Jones, but with 2 fouls, he's not out there. Randy Royal, the sophomore, once again. What's that, about 8 points for him so far?
Yeah, the Eagles get such good position inside. As their teammate drives to the basket, they'll go on the weak side and get in rebounding position. It's created easy baskets for him.
And Clarkston comes back, Conley, rather, not able to get that shot to go. They are able to maintain possession. Fife with a little fake, goes to the hole, and a little talking going on afterwards. The Ferndale guys are wanting that clear-out call that we saw before with the left hand. Not able to get it. Instead, Fife's going to get 2 free throws. Let's take a look, see if we can see what he's doing.
Fife with a little hesitation here. Dribble right. Now the left hand comes out right here on the clear as he tries to hook it wide. Ty Lewis with the foul. But Lewis is saying, hey, he stuck his arm out on me. That can go either way. And there was some definite talking going on in the baseline.
Yeah, and the refs did come and put an end to that very quickly. And that, I think that's a good point. We can't see from our angle whether or not he pushed off, but I think that's the kind of thing that maybe you talk to the refs about. Maybe you buy a call later in the game.
Dane's a little frustrated right now. I'll tell you what, though, he knows go down, get Ty Lewis in foul trouble, get him out, and open up the lane for late in the game.
When you get a 6'7" guy out of there, you're going to get a lot of finger rolls. So if he worry about jump shots.
All he's got to do is beat one man, and then it's a free and clear to the basket.
And now Ferndale on offense. Pervinkler up top, checked by Conley, beats him off the dribble. Now he's looking for Morgan. He fires up the long 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound by Ty Lewis, knocked out of bounds. Off Ty Lewis, it looked like number 32, Chad Bailey, might have got a piece of it, but Lewis had more of a piece of it, and it's going to go back to Clarkston.
I tell you, the Eagles aren't shy. They're not bashful at all, man. They don't hesitate. They're putting it up from anywhere.
That's Ferndale basketball. That's the way it's always been around here, and it's worked pretty well. Now Conley with the ball up top to Maytrot. He fires up another three-point attempt wide. Mazer with the rebound, blocked by Ty Lewis, and now Scott's got the ball in the fast break. Throws it past Morgan, and another turnover for the Ferndale Eagles, and that's the one thing that's not working for him. Now Fife leads the fast break. Easy layup for Chad Bailey, and Clarkston showing they can run the fast break just as well.
Good no-look pass, cross-court from Dane. A lot of the fans wanted traveling on Bailey there. He didn't take a dribble. He might have got away with one.
Well, now it's another turnover by Ferndale. I got to think that Don McNeil's going to call a timeout soon, only because his team seems flustered, and it doesn't seem like the Clarkston defense is doing anything different, just that the Ferndale guys are rushing things. And now you've got a foul on Ferndale.
Well, Fife's penetration creates another foul. That one's going to go against Damon Lucas.
Well, and as you say, another fouls. We'll take one more look, and that's not a travel there.
Nope, Dane's no look across the floor, goes right over to Chad Bailey, and he finishes it nicely. Good catch and a good way to finish. He used good touch off the glass. Dane Fife with nice court vision to see him catch him on the other side.
As we were talking about all these fouls, Clarkston already in the bonus, shooting a 1-and-1, and Fife gets the first one to go, and it's a tie ball game. You see a substitution coming in, Dan Newbeck Jr. for the Wolves. He's sitting down, number 20, Maytrot. Saw some of his range earlier. And again, I don't know how much NBA you watch, but if you ever watch Bobby Sura play, the guy does a lot more than dunk. And I tell you, Fife reminds me of him big time. And that time they will get the travel because Bailey wasn't able to get control of the ball, and you have to call that.
Yeah, he juggled it going down the lane, and the ref caught him. Watch Fife on his steal right here. He'll come down, take two dribbles, and then go right across the lane, and then Bailey got caught walking. We lost our cameraman with that no-look. Good steal.
Well, right off the bench, and Newbeck with the steal and the layup, not able to get it to go. Put back by Fife. Great hustle, way to stick with it. And, a lot of guys don't follow down like that. Again, those little things that make you a great player.
Yes, he's so quick. He's always in position. He's right there. He's in the right place at the right time.
Dixon gets it over to Provinkler. Back up top to Dixon. He's being checked by Newbeck.
Ferndale with 4 straight turnovers. They got 8 now. There's 5 straight.
Chad Bailey, he's going to slow it up. I think, well, maybe not.
Clarkston defense turning it up a notch.
Back over to Fife. The three-pointer doesn't go. Mazer with the putback. Got an elbow in the eye of Greg Scott. Unintentional, but he's on the ground hurt right now.
Well, Scott, if we can get a shot of that one, Scott's just doing the Academy Award. He got out position. Mazer beat him to the spot and put it right back up.
I don't know if he was upset or what, but one of the coaches came over to calm him down.
Mazer goes up high. Right here, he takes a foul.
That's not intentional. Maybe it catches you across the nose, but that's just a matter of he's so tall. And nothing dirty about that.
No, I just think he fell back because he lost the rebound battle.
And now,
got to box out. Got to get, if someone's 6'9", you got to get him further away from the basket than that.
And they just called a foul, I believe, on Scott.
Clarkston on an 8-2 run.
Oh, no, they didn't. Just they had Scott's number up on the board for a foul, but just count the basket on the putback. Scott comes out with the injury.
Clarkston just taking over defensively. Ferndale's got to figure it out.
And another turnover. That time, I think Morgan thought that the ball got deflected by Bailey. Bailey apparently just put his hand in front of his face but didn't touch the ball, and like you said, another turnover.
6 straight trips down with nothing. Ferndale turned it over all 6, but you know what? Clarkston switched into a 1-3-1 zone. I don't think the Ferndale guards recognize that. They still think they're in a man-to-man.
Well, the funny thing is, for all these turnovers, they're still only down by 4.
That's right.
Now Newbeck gets the ball over to Venegoni. Now Fife in the key. Underneath to Mazer. He comes underneath, and they've got him going, and if they can get this kind of play out of him in the state playoffs.
He dribbles, he moves, he takes the baseline. He wasn't able to do that last year.
Another turnover.
There's a walk.
That's a walk. And nothing you can do about that. You lose control of the ball, you're going to get that call made.
Bailey's playing great defense. He's not handling the ball very well. 2 or 3 times now he's had problems with it. We ought to just take the steal, find a guard after he gets the steal.
I think when you get in this game, though, you get into that track meet mentality, and I think everybody starts wanting to just run and gun.
Yeah, you get revved up.
And now Morgan with the ball, and Bailey once again steps out, but I'll tell you, quick hands and great anticipation by him all night so far.
He's a heck of a defender. That's like his 4th steal in a row. The crowd loves it.
Elvin Jones back on the floor. 2 fouls or not, I think Don McNeil knows Elvin's going to have to make something happen. 8 turnovers in the quarter.
7 straight, really. Almost another one there. I'll tell you, if Elvin Jones gets free on the baseline, look out, he's got springs, he can leap.
Oh, nice move by Eddie Dixon, not able to get the shot to go. Mazer again boxes out, gets the rebound, and puts it in the hands of Fife, and he's running the fast break.
Mazer with 5 boards so far this quarter.
Oh.
There he is again.
Oh, now you get the offensive foul, and we talked before about them buying that call, and I think they did that time. They called it on Fife, and that's his 2nd foul, and I think that the Ferndale players bought that push-off. Take a look at his left arm.
I don't know about this one.
Watch his left arm.
Yes, he pushed off and then dumps it over to Mazer. Definitely pushed off.
It's like we were saying before. You don't get it the first time. You tell the refs, hey, the guy's doing it every time. Watch for it. Then the ref is already predisposed to making the call.
And they've been working on him, like you said, Joe, for 3 or 4 minutes now.
Well, now Ferndale with a chance to cut into this 6-point lead. Elvin Jones up top with the ball. Not usually the point guard, but I think when you're down 6, you want the ball in your best player's hands.
I didn't think Fife needed to pass her. I thought he could have just shot it off the glass and maybe had a 3-point play.
That might be a thing of either trying to get the guy involved or trying to impress people, as far as coaches that might be here.
I think he wants to get the big fella involved.
I agree with that, too. I don't think he needs to impress anybody. They know how good he is. But we just saw another Ferndale turnover. Now Clarkston with the ball knocked out of bounds, but still the Wolves' ball. And Ferndale's just not able to get out of this funk that they've been in throughout the quarter.
I think the Eagles need a timeout bad. Too many turnovers in a row. They got to get in sync.
And you have to wonder if Don McNeil's thinking if you can just stay under 10 like we are now for the next 2 minutes and get to halftime, maybe you save all your timeouts for late in the game. Well, Fife with the ball up top now, being trapped. They've got Bailey over on the left wing, and they just can't get it to him.
That baseline's open, too. There it is.
Now Bailey fakes the 3, gets by Elvin Jones off the side of the backboard. Almost picked up by number 14, Venegoni, but Greg Scott instead comes up with it. And Ferndale, 1 for 6 ain't going to get it. That will.
That's up the percentage. You saw that graphic. Elvin Jones let it go.
We knew he could jump. Maybe he ought to enter the 3-point contest, too. You know he'll be in the dunk contest.
That was a step from half court.
And Marley range. Last time we saw someone do that in this building was Rashad Phillips last year. Now Mazer comes back, and this guy's having the game of his life so far.
Mazer's on fire. Such quickness, moving around. He wasn't able to do that. I think he's been using the jump rope.
And Ferndale comes back, missed by Ty Lewis, tries to get the rebound back, but he goes over the back. And a foul on Ty Lewis.
That'll be his 3rd, and that's a big one.
And that's the one guy they've got that has even close to the amount of height needed to match up with Mazer.
Lewis on the baseline, takes it straight up, trying to beat Mazer. A little bit short, and right here he's going to follow and just get up over the back. And Mazer gets the call. Good box out by Mazer.
According to the scoreboard, it's only his 2nd. So we'll have to check on that at halftime. But either way, it's the 8th foul on the team, and it's a 1-on-1 situation. Mazer at the line. Again, 6'9", 225. You know, might not be a Division I player, but with that height and some of the stuff he's shown today, he can play somewhere.
Yep, and especially if he can hit free throws. Big people are going to get fouled. You need him to score at the line.
We'll have to tell our friend Greg Campy over at OU to take a look at him.
That's right. The one thing you can't teach is height.
Although you Wayne State guys don't want that, do you? Don't give OU any more players,
Not lately anymore. Tell you, it's been all OU in the GLIAC.
Well, Mazer able to get the free throws now. It's 30-23. Clarkston on top. Ferndale with the ball. Dixon takes it baseline, loses it out of bounds. And Clarkston with a chance, if they can hit a 3 here, to take a 10-point lead.
3 turnovers right there for your guards. Dixon with 3. They just need better guard play.
Now Fife with the ball. And again, there's that trapping defense coming from the Ferndale Eagles. They've got Matrot in the corner, now over to Bailey. It looks like they're trying to hold for the last shot. I think that they'll take the easy one if they get it. And Bailey tried to get it off of Scott, but it bounced right up off of his hands and out of bounds, and that's just an unfortunate bounce. And I've had that done to me too.
Well, Bailey looked down. He was going to slap it off the Ferndale player, but he slapped it right out of bounds. A good call by the official.
Now Elvin Jones with the ball, and Ferndale with a chance to cut this lead down to 5 if they can get a 2 here. You see the clock getting down to the last 10 seconds. Fife checking in. Maybe you get that 3rd foul on Fife if you can beat him to the hole. Elvin Jones, little one jump stop pull up, gets it to go, and it's a 5-point game. And that long shot there, not able to go by Brad Conley. It's a desperation shot, but Elvin Jones, 2 early fouls, wasn't much of a factor. Comes back, hits a long 3, then hits that shot just before the buzzer. And for as much as Ferndale struggled, Don McNeil's got to feel fortunate. I don't think he's happy at all with the way his team's played, but to only be down 5, he is very fortunate.
Yeah, they're right back in, and Elvin Jones with a 3 follows it with that 2, and we've got a 5-point game.
And the second half should be more of the same, more high scoring, more track meet, more run and gun. We'll take a look at the first half stats when we come back on the TCI Game of the Week.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak. Buy 1 burger, get 1 free when you mention TCI Sports. Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. And by Bell Tire.
Halftime here at Ferndale, and the Clarkston Wolves with a 5-point edge over the Eagles after a strong second quarter for the Wolves and a very tough second quarter for the Eagles. And we'll take a look at some of these highlights.
Right here you see Elvin Jones work the baseline against Dane Fife. He's going to run into trouble, and then he kicks it out high. They're just going to look for a little ball reversal here. They swing it. Here comes Brandon Morgan with the 3, spotted up nice and buried it. Nice jump shot.
And Dane Fife on the other end for the Wolves here with the wide open 3 after a scramble. Or no, this one is, I'm sorry, getting ahead of ourselves. This is Royal kicking it over to
Randy.
Scott with the lefty lay-in.
And Scott finishes it, uses the left, nice, loses a defender. Good drive by Royal. Here's Dane, spots up for the 3 and buries it.
See, Deion Warwick's got nothing on him.
And right here they kick out. Here's Dane coming out in the open court. No look pass across and finds Bailey going to the hoop hard, and he finishes nice. Dane Fife, the ability to see the floor, creates openings for the Wolves.
And Ferndale shooting 50%, but early on they were probably around 70%. Turnovers really got them in that second quarter. Clarkston more of a consistency between the first and second.
Yeah, when you look down at Ferndale, they got 12 turnovers, but they had 9 in a row. Really, at the end, if it wasn't for Elvin Jones with a 3 and a foul line jumper, it's a 10-point margin at halftime.
And leading the way in the first half, Mazer off the bench with 11, 6 of them second chance points. Fife 9 points. Matrot with 6. Royal 8, and I think all of them came in the first couple of minutes of the game.
Right off the bat, and he also had 3 blocks, and then Morgan and Jones, and Alvin Jones gets the last 2 baskets of the half to finish with 5. But I think the emergence of Mark Mazer could be the difference for Clarkston.
And Elvin Jones with the foul trouble, so he didn't get a lot of minutes. Hopefully for Ferndale, he'll be able to get more minutes in the second half and get them back into this ball game. As it stands, Clarkston leads the Ferndale Eagles 30-25. We'll be right back with second half action on the TCI Game of the Week.
On the Master Anglers, we bring you the hottest fishing action around the state of Michigan. From tips and techniques to advice and stories from the pros, the Master Anglers gives you the info you need to catch the big ones. Plus, it's just plain fun. That's the Master Anglers, Thursday nights at 8 on TCI Channel 63.
If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
It's the way you inspire. It's the way you grow. It's the way you lead. It's the way you play. It's the way you work. It's the way you discover. TCI. It's the way you learn.
It's the way you learn.
Back at Ferndale for the start of the second half, Joe Abramson along with Jack Roberts. Clarkston with the 5-point lead over the Eagles after a very tough second quarter for the Ferndale Eagles.
Yeah, Clarkston went to the 1-3-1 zone, and Ferndale turned the ball over about 9 times, and their shooting dropped down to about 30%. They were shooting 60% in the first quarter.
Well, now Randy Royal, who was so hot early in the first quarter, not able to get that shot to go. Matrot comes up with the rebound for the Wolves. Now Clarkston trying to move the ball around. Brad Conley with it.
The zone has helped Clarkston on the backboards too. No second shots for Ferndale late, like the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Now Fife gets it underneath. Wraparound pass to Bailey. Not able to get it the first time, but does get the tip in to go. And I guess, if anything, it just blew one of the assists for Fife, but Bailey's able to add to his rebounding totals.
Yep, nice look from Fife there to find Bailey hiding, but Fife gets the ball in the key. 2 players come over double team, leaving Bailey open, and Dane finds the open man.
Well, now Royal goes underneath to Ty Lewis. He fumbles the ball, comes up with it, a little turnaround gun in the lane, gets it to go. And they're going to need more of that from Ty Lewis. Get underneath, maybe make Mazer work a little bit on the defensive end.
Big time. Ty Lewis is going to be key for him. If Lewis can dump it off to Greg Scott and the 2 of them can get it going underneath, I think Ferndale could stay real close.
Now Bailey with the ball. Was looking to get it to Conley. He can't shake free. Now tries to bounce it to Fife, but Elvin Jones kicks it away. Clarkston retains possession. They'll inbound on the sideline. Fife with the ball now, being checked by Royal, as he was throughout most of the first half.
Eagles stay in the man-to-man.
Eagles always stay in the man-to-man. Didn't sound like Don McNeil was ever interested in the zone when we talked to him, did it?
I'm waiting for him to spring a half-court trap, though.
Yeah, he looked like zone was a 4-letter word. Well, I guess it is, but. Now Clarkston turnover, and Jones with the ball now over to Morgan. Underneath the Royal, and the help out comes from a couple of Wolves. And Justin Dion and Chad Bailey able to knock it away.
Well, Chad Bailey's been nothing but hustle. Right here, Morgan's going to dump it inside, or try to anyway, to Scott. Nothing doing. And here comes Bailey over to help out.
Well, now, number 10, Brandon Morgan, with the 3, and all of a sudden, it's just a 2-point game.
Fife, no, he's going to answer, but he couldn't.
Ferndale with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Elvin Jones with the ball, being checked by Bailey, goes baseline on him, picks up the double team from Fife, now kicks it up top. Little running gun in the lane, goes for number 31, Eddie Dixon.
Well, Dixon and Morgan are best when they're driving, penetrating, and then pulling up and shooting rather than standing flat-foot and letting it go from half court. That was a good driving shot.
Dion up top gets it underneath. The Bailey turnaround doesn't go for him. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ferndale. Wolves retain possession. Dion inbound underneath the basket.
We're all tied up.
And I'll tell you, if you told that man you were going to be tied up after the way things went in the second quarter, I think he'd take that deal right now.
So many turnovers.
Now Clarkston inbound. Ferndale with a little bit of a trick defense there. And it works. Royal comes up with the loose ball, and now it's Clarkston with the turnovers. Maybe it's just something about that end of the floor.
Well, they jumped into the 2-1-2 zone there to prevent an easy basket on the inbounds play, and it worked.
Yeah, I guess you can go zone on an inbound, huh?
Right, and then jump back into your man-to-man.
That's right.
Don't want to be in the zone more than 20 seconds.
Hey, it's been working for them. You say they're still tied up with an undefeated team. You got to take that. Now Brandon Morgan fires up the long three, not able to get that to go. Bailey with the rebound.
Ty Lewis was in position for a rebound, but Brandon Morgan really didn't hit anything with that one.
That looked like I shot it. Sorry about that, Brandon, if you're watching.
It looked worse.
Oh, man, you just dogged in that.
Oh.
Nice turnaround gun by Maytrap from about 17 feet, and Clarkston once again takes the lead by 2.
Boy, they worked that off guard off a hard pick on the opposite side, and man, is he open for a shot. But what a pick, just a total clear out.
Well, now the Clarkston defense almost forces the turnover. Morgan picks up the ball, gets it in the hands of Elvin Jones up top, tries to use a screen from Royal, instead runs a little give and go, doesn't quite work. Maytrap comes under to make the steal. Now Fife's got it, goes underneath the Bailey, and oh, what a block by Eddie Dixon.
Eddie got up. Didn't buy the fake, jumps right up, but he does it cleanly, doesn't get the call.
Looks aggravated, too. Like, don't even think about doing that. What are you trying?
Not in my house. There's a pump fake, and Eddie's behind you, and he does it clean. Nice no call.
Eddie's 6 feet. You don't do that at 6 feet.
Springs.
Now Fife with the ball on the right wing.
The Eagles can jump. The whole team has springs.
Yeah, maybe Elvin Jones is teaching them in his spare time. Bailey fires up the long 2, can't get it to go. Morgan had it, lost control of it, but it came right up to Scott. Now he goes to Dixon. Oh, what a pass underneath. Or to Royal. Oh, my.
Sweet. Turned it back and do the no-look.
Did he mean to do that?
Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
Oh, my. That makes the highlight film. Wow, was that sweet. That's as good a pass. That's the kind of stuff Rashad Phillips used to do around here, too.
Right here,
I thought he graduated.
Two defenders, you're up in the air,
this.
turn all the way around and dump it. Nice.
And that's Royal once again.
Nice, so nice.
Now coming back with the three-point attempt, not able to go for Maytrap, but there's that man, Chad Bailey, and this guy is all over the floor. He's been their unsung hero.
Hustle, fundamentals. Bailey's always in position, plays mean defense.
Oh, Elvin Jones tries to bank in a 3, can't get it, but fouls his shot and gets the rebound.
Bailey with a double team.
Got it up top to Dixon, now over to Morgan on the wing for 3, gets it to go. And Ferndale all of a sudden has the lead.
Well, Morgan pumped that one right up over Dane Fife, 6-1 on 6-5.
Now Fife draws the foul before any shot was taken. Just
that was a little bit
contact.
Yeah. That was a little bit of reputation call there. Nothing really happened.
I've always had that theory anyway with calls like that. You don't make it unless it affects the play, and that didn't affect the play.
Not at all.
Well, now coming in off the bench is Mazer. He brings 6'9" off the bench. Something's working. This is why you're 12-0. Gets the inbound to Fife. He's double teamed up top.
Good luck.
Now they get it to Maytrap. Had an open shot attempt. Decided, well, I guess Elvin Jones could have blocked that. Somebody else might not have. Now Fife takes it underneath the Mazer. Never really had control, but was able to draw the foul on Eddie Dixon. I think that's just good awareness by Mazer to realize the contact was there and get the shot up and get the shooting call.
Right, and go for the foul. You know, the one thing Fife, good court vision, is he found Mazer sleeping on the weak side. Right here, draw the 2 defenders, dump it over the top, and Mazer goes for the foul. But Dane's been doing that. He's been going for the pass versus taking the shot when he's on the move.
And he's really gotten this guy involved, and that's the sort of thing. This is a guy who wasn't a part of it last year. You've got to keep working him, getting him confident. for the state playoffs and for that end-of-season run. 12-0, 13-0, 14-0, that's all great, but that doesn't win you a state championship.
No, going to have to build him up. They need a big guy underneath, and Mazur looks like he could be filling that role. I mean, they're going to go to Pontiac Northern and to Southfield Lathrop, and then later they'll have Ferndale on their own floor. But at a gym like Lathrop, a big guy could dominate that club.
Tell you, one good thing, we mentioned they're the top-ranked team in Oakland County. We do have to clarify they're the top-ranked Class A team in Oakland County because there's one team in Oakland County that nobody wants to play. That's Country Day.
For sure. The Yellow Jackets got it all.
That's pretty.
Oh!
Whoa! Now there was a little bit of a scuffle underneath.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder what all is going on under there. It seems like there's been a little talking going on. And here you've got Bailey again going for that loose ball rebound, and there went around and smacked Scott in the eye, and that's the second time Scott's had some inadvertent contact on his nose.
Yep, Greg Scott's got it twice tonight. Had the elbow in the first half, and I don't know, he might get mad and play with some determination. If you look at the Ferndale offense, they're really clicking now. Morgan's got 5 assists here.
Well, that time Dixon tried to take it to the hole. Matrot knocked it loose, and he's going to get it back and get the layup to go.
Good pass by Fife to get it up the floor, find the open man. Matrot finished nice in traffic.
Great two-man game, and this time I think Fife just picked up his third foul. The Clarkston defense got aggressive, and Fife reached around from behind, and I think he just got his third foul. He did. And you have to wonder, is this a point where maybe you sit him down? You got 2:12 left in the quarter. Do you sit him or do you keep it going? Take a look at that pass.
Dame with the no-look over to Matrot right here, and he finishes it. He might have even got fouled. No call from the ref, and it rolled in.
Went flying into the stands.
He sure did.
Well, as we come back, Ferndale draws a foul underneath, and that should get Royal to the line.
I'll tell you, the OAA's got to be proud, though. Big crowd tonight, great high school basketball. But when you look down, I mean, these two teams, I think, could challenge some NAIA clubs in the state. These are some fundamentally sound clubs that really hit it. They really work.
You said that, though. I didn't. But you're right.
Well, I've seen some NAIA games that aren't this exciting.
Oh, as far as excitement goes, I've got to agree. You just have to wonder when you get into the depth factor.
Right, underneath. But right now, Mazur's playing like it, I'll tell you.
That was his first foul, by the way. That gets Royal to the line. He missed the first one. Clarkston ahead by 3. Royal with this one trying to cut it to a 2-point lead. And does.
Randy Royal, good-looking ball player, 6'3", sophomore, and he's big. He's filled out.
And now Ferndale does apply that full-court man-to-man press, and Clarkston has to use a timeout.
I like the trap in the corner. Coach McNeil springs it on him. That slows down the game, creates tempo, and you can really take control of the game with a full-court press.
Well, and that's something, he didn't want to, I don't think he wanted to use it in the first half. I think he wanted to save it for when he needed it. Now he's got to talk to his team about these last 2 minutes of the quarter and the fourth quarter.
Want to start at a high post. We're going to run like a 20 offense. Only thing is, the guard with the ball, bring it straight around to Greg. Greg, you get it, you got to turn and go. No turnaround jump shot, make him play. Make him play.
Let's go ahead.
Okay, now listen. As this man said, Tyrone, as you see the guard going this way, go back, pick the guard, so the center go with you. Go back, pick. Guard just come off. Whoever the guard is, just dribble it around, go this way. Hey, where they going? Your man gonna try to go across. You pop here, pop to open air, we're gonna get you.
It's gonna be a man right there, so that's gonna be me.
Whoever it is, this is Alvin or you, whoever that is.
On D.
Let's go.
Go back to 40.
Alvin and the guard. Brandon, you take the ball.
Hey, next week we're heading up to Rochester for the battle for city pride between the Rochester Adams Highlanders and the Rochester Falcons. Don't miss this crosstown rivalry, the game of the week next Saturday and Monday night at 8 o'clock right here on Channel 63.
That's always a great game.
Wonder if he'll be there then. The greatest college basketball coach ever.
Bobby Knight.
The Dicka of basketball.
Tell ya, he knows defense. There's a lot of rumors flying around the building
He knows
tonight.
winning. He knows how to win.
Ferndale up their shooting percentage up to 50% from 30 in the second quarter. Clarkston evened out about 44. Better defense from Ferndale. Right there you see why.
There was good defense, forcing a bad shot by Bailey and a frustration foul by Bailey as he tried to get the ball back. A good rebound by Elvin Jones, and You hear a lot of booing. That's because there's more Clarkston people in this gym than there are Ferndale people. But that's his second foul.
Clarkston crowd and Coach Fife did not like this call at all. Bailey working baseline, faces a double team, puts it up, partially blocked. And right here, he's just going to start reaching around Elvin Jones. Scuffle for the loose ball. Right here, it's tied up. And now I think he got a jump ball. I don't think there's a foul there.
Elvin Jones gets it underneath to Royal.
Easy to see.
Oh, almost turns it over, but Elvin with a little quickness able to maintain possession, and he looks like he wants to take the guy to the hole himself. Does get Bailey to fall back. Hits the three, and that was all Elvin Jones that possession.
Nice ball handling, good look at the basket. Saw his defender fall off him, stepped back for three and buried it.
Again, that three-pointer gets them a 1-point lead with a minute to go in the third quarter. Doesn't last long, though. Dane Fife takes it to the hole.
I like that quickness. You saw his little foot speed down the lane. Fife gets open, and he knows how to finish.
Now Morgan with the ball being checked by Matrod. He's got Fife looking to post up. Royal down low. Instead, they go up top.
But when I watch Fife, I just see ball handling. You can handle the ball. You can really create.
And Royal looks like he wants to take Fife. They might want to get that fourth foul on him.
That's what they want. That's what they were talking about in the huddle. Get the back pick and make Fife play you. Don't take the early shot. Make him play you one-on-one.
Well, here's what they get the switch. They got Fife on Elvin Jones. If anyone could create a foul, it would be Elvin Jones. Instead, he goes over to Morgan. Now Morgan fires up the three. Can't get it to go. Good box out and rebound.
By a guard.
By Brad Conley. Now Fife gets fouled up top, and they're going to call that one actually on number 10, Brandon Morgan, with the help out, and not on Scott, who was checking him from the start.
No, not a foul you want to make there by Brandon Morgan.
Morgan's second foul.
They were kind of setting up the defense, and they got caught up top with Dane. They really have to let him go a little bit. But you know what they remembered? The last play where he cooked by the defender and went right down the lane.
Yeah, just a little, not even a crossover, really. It's just a little jab step and go.
He just shakes the shoulders at you, and he's by you.
That's that reputation, the fear factor that has you on your heels. Well, now Fife with the ball.
But he is mighty quick, Joe. It's hard to guard him one-on-one. I don't think anybody can.
Not at this level, anyway.
Nice pass.
Gets it underneath the Mazer. Not able to get that one to go. Good box out and rebound by Elvin Jones. Not able to get that shot off before the buzzer, but only a 1-point difference now. Clarkston on top, 42-41, and that run and gun ragtag track meet that we thought we were going to have is just what we're having. A very close ball game tonight.
Hey, we got a ball game.
And now Clarkston, who pretty much controlled the second quarter, struggled in the third, and they've got to get ready for the fourth. Let's go down to Dan Fife's huddle.
Better shots. Coach Fife wants better shots. Don't take these rush shots. Work it and work to the strong side. But you can hear it there. Let's do some picking and get Dane free for some better shots. Really, Dane has not had that many looks at the basket.
No, and that's something that it's got to be an awkward situation when the best player, and this is the third go-around for a kid of his being on the team. Some people are going to think, as the coach's son and all that, he is your best player. You've got to go to him, and yet the kid probably doesn't want to overdo it.
Right.
You've got to keep your friends, you got to keep everybody happy, but in the fourth quarter, forget the friend stuff. Let's win the ball game.
It's too close to the game. We're undefeated. This is it. Let's work, get our main player open.
Well, now they get it over to Bailey. He can't get it to go. That is a good open shot, though. Rebound comes down to Morgan. He gets it over to Elvin Jones. He fires up another three off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. Scott had the ball, lost it. Bailey came up with it. And Scott with the foul after the fact on a reach-in. Good call by the official, I thought.
Yeah, Scott was a little frustrated there. But Ferndale, in the third quarter, really heated up. They had some open shots. They shot 50% from the field, and that's a great shooting percentage, especially when about half of them were from three-point range.
That's right. That wasn't a bunch of layups like we saw in the first quarter.
Right. Clarkston's got to play a little bit better defense. Get up and get a hand in the face. Too many open looks. And right here on the offensive end, they're not getting good shots at all.
Now Fife with the ball up top.
Scott checking him, but you can see everyone's got an eye for the double team if they need it. He's trying to force him to go with his left. Now he's got him left. Gets the pick, and Royals got him on the switch, and they're going to go up top to Conley.
Clarkston's going to have to dig deep to get out of here tonight. Ferndale's up for the challenge.
Bailey back to Conley. Fife comes around off the screen, takes Royal to the hole, kicks it over to Maytrot for 3, and it goes. And now Clarkston's up 45-41, a 4-point lead, and that seems to be a big lead tonight. Elvin Jones with the double clutch.
Good defense there by Bailey. He's on the loose.
Well, that was what we talked about before. Chad Bailey, good D, released the minute the ball left his hands, got open.
And
easy dunk.
And beat Ferndale, the transition team, on the break. But I like Bailey. That's better than a dunk. Lay it in, baby. High percentage shot. Don't miss it.
I got to think that Coach Fife considers that a good shot.
Oh, yeah. I like the way he snuck right out of there as soon as the shot went up. Don't miss it.
Well, first shot of the game we've seen tonight.
Oh, that's too much contact. Gotta be a foul.
Lucas, and now there's all kinds of stuff going on underneath, and they can't get a shot to go, and Royal comes away with it and just avoids going over the midcourt line.
Somebody's got to blow the whistle. 5 bodies on the floor.
Now Morgan loses control. Lucas comes up with it, and this time you will get the foul call, and I believe it's going to be on Maytrot, who's on the ground.
That wasn't even that good of a one.
That looked like a lot of fun down there. Everybody beating each other up like a football game.
Right here, shot goes up. Crash City right here. Greg Scott up with the board. He's fighting for it. A lot of body contact. And then right here, he works on the other side. And I don't know. Look at that, a push underneath.
Well,
2 people down. Everybody scrambling, no call.
Good
saw
hard
Dane
basketball.
take his hand and just push him down on the shot.
Hard basketball.
The ref was where our cameraman was. Great work by our camera crew, bringing it into your living room on the baseline.
Well, now Ferndale with the ball. They get to Scott. He picks up the double team from Mazer. Tries to shoot over the 6'9" center and does.
Hey, we're in Ferndale's gym. You might want to give him an and one there. Mazer looked like he hacked him, too. Good shot by Scott in traffic.
I'm just impressed that it got over his arms.
I know. 6'4" on 6'9".
Clarkston by 4 and with the ball. Fife up top. Draws the double team. Gets it over to Conley. Now he gets it under to Bailey. Or to Mazer, I'm sorry. Now Maytrot up top. Fife's open if they can just get it to him. He goes under to Conley, left side baseline for 3, good. And now Clarkston's up by 7. That equals the biggest lead they had in the first half.
Such ball reversal. You see why they're undefeated. They don't care who scores as Dane gives it up and finds the open man Conley, and 3-pointers will kill you.
Well, Elvin Jones with the ball, and this might be the point where he's got to take over and you win or lose with him. Fife tries to make the steal, but the ball does go out of bounds off of him.
Conley poke checked it from behind on Elvin Jones. Fife almost came up with it. And the Clarkston crowd's loving it. Timeout Ferndale.
Poke check. Hockey term. The hockey town or something?
I'm getting hockey abuse. I hate hockey. Basketball's worse.
It's all hoops, man. We'll go down to Ferndale. They've got
this man going up on special. This is what I want this man to do. I want this man to clear across. This man turn, this man loop, and we're going to play a 3-man game right there. As soon as he set that screen there, who's ever in the middle should be wide open. I want the big man in the middle that should be Elvin. Just put Elvin there. Randy up here. Right. Randy here. Randy come here. Randy go across. Elvin turn right back. Bucket. Listen. On D, you are not working hard enough.
On offense, I want to run it off the glass now. Let's go. We need to run. We need to run. Come on, Randy. Give me some. We need to clear it out and run. 3, let's go.
I'm with that. Let's run it. Let's pick it up. Up tempo. Run them out of the gym. The big thing, they want a 3-man stack in the line. What they haven't been able to exploit is Dane Fife had his 3rd foul early in this game.
Get him out.
And they haven't been anywhere near him. Get him out of the game or go at Mazer, the big guy, like with the 3-man stack and make him foul somebody underneath.
Well, the thing that surprised me was the one time that the switch happened and Fife had to check Elvin Jones. I thought, well, this is your best athlete. He can create a foul. Take him. Don't pass the ball. And Jones passed it up. They got to tell him, if you get Fife on a check, take him.
Yeah, he kicks it out of the lane, way out on the perimeter, and no foul.
And as you said, Elvin Jones does take it to the hole, can't get it to go, and Fife comes up with the rebound.
Great
and
rebound.
Now Clarkston with an opportunity to blow this thing relatively wide open.
Dane Fife showing you he can rebound too. Gets up inside there and pulls it away. He was outnumbered on the glass, and he was out of position.
Getting close to a 5-second call, does finally dribble the ball, being checked by Royal up top.
He almost got the call, timeout. Don't talk about it.
And Clarkston not happy with what's going on offensively, decides to call a timeout, and that one kind of surprised me.
Ferndale switched up into a half-court trapping zone there, and I think Dane recognized it. So wait a minute, our offense isn't going to work against this.
Well, let's see what Dan Fife's going to do to counter that.
Don't let him split you. Don't let him trap you. Get through it.
Well, now Clarkston, just hang on to that lead. Don't do anything dumb. Don't let Ferndale trap you into anything, which I think is what he was talking about.
Right, don't walk into any traps. If you see yourself get trapped, kick it out. Because if two guys are on you, somebody's open. See Bill Hall's right down there.
Basketball Bill Hall's legendary basketball writer.
And the other thing is set better screens. If you set a good screen, then the man with the ball cannot be trapped because there'll only be one guy on him. Pick the second defender off with a good screen. I'll tell you, if anybody can screen, it's the Wolves. They are the best screening team in Oakland County. I think even better than Country Day. They set mean screens down here on the stack.
Well, we got a foul away from the ball down low. As Clarkston was running a weave up top, I think Mazer...
Oh, it's on a screen. Offensive foul on a screen by Mazer.
Mazer threw an elbow. He wrapped around him, and that's what he's telling Fife right there. And I don't think Dan Fife's real happy with it.
He told him that's the third call now. It's a third time ridiculous call. He called that on a screen, an illegal screen.
And that obviously it happened away from the ball, so it's something I'm sure Ferndale told the officials to watch for.
That's right, before the game.
And that's the second time we've seen something like that. You know, they got that call on Dane Fife earlier, and they were able to get that one there. Now Elvin Jones with the ball being checked by Bailey. Just under 4 minutes left in the game. Morgan up top. Just inside the three-point line, can't get it to go. Good rebound and putback by number 42, Lucas.
Damon Lucas gets busy on the boards. Big bucket for the Eagles. They got to come up with a stop here.
Maytrot with the ball outside the arc.
They've got to get their crowd back into it.
Now they're trying to get Fife to come around. He does get the ball finally, being checked one-on-one by Morgan this time.
He might have walked.
Morgan only at 5'11", has to foul to make up for it, and I don't care how quick you are. 5'11" against 6'4", and a quick 6'4". That's a tough matchup.
I don't know if we can roll that again, but I thought Fife walked to get by Morgan. I thought he did a little shuffle step. Right here, he's going to shuffle his feet. Right there. He took 3 steps before he started to go. He really did. It's hard to see in slow motion. But you know, they're not always going to get that call either.
I think a lot of guys will get away with that. That's not even a superstar call. That's just an accepted thing nowadays.
Too quick for the ref. In the NBA, you're going to get 7 anyway.
Oh, come on. It's not as much traveling as everybody says.
NBA, you're probably going to go from here to Columbus without a dribble.
It's not as much as they say.
Whoa, nice one.
Meantime, Fife gets it underneath the Bailey. And it's back to a 7-point lead for the Wolves. Now Elvin Jones with Bailey checking him. Looks like he wants to take him to the hole.
Well, I like Bailey and Mazer.
Greg Scott underneath. Over Mazer. Mazer does block it, but gets a piece of Scott. And is going to get him to the line. And if you're Ferndale, this is what you want, scoring with the clock stopped.
I believe that's 3 on Mazer. Right here we come across. Good look inside from Greg Scott.
Got him
with
on the body. Got him on the body.
With the body.
Didn't get him with the hand, that's for sure.
No way.
Had to get him on the body.
For the foul. But it's in Ferndale's gym. You got to expect a call sometimes. Greg Scott got beat up twice already.
And that's probably another thing that you tell the refs, hey, this happened, this happened, this happened. Look for it, and the ref's already thinking it, so if it even looks remotely like it, he's going to call it.
Yep, plant the seed.
But you've got to hit your free throws.
Here comes Dane Fife down the lane, looks off, beautiful feed. He's going to find the big kid Chad Bailey just sleeping on the baseline, and what a place to be in.
Easy lay-in, and that's the benefit of having your best player being your main ball handler.
Yeah, when you can penetrate like that, you're going to draw defenders up on you, and it's going to leave somebody open on the post.
I got to think if I'm Don McNeil, I might hold free throw practice tonight after the game.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, you've got to make those free throws.
15 to 31, and you end up with a loss. Oh, they killed that press.
Well, Fife gets it over to Maytrot. Now back up top to Fife. Again being checked by Morgan. Maytrot for three, gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Clarkston lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the game.
We're getting it from other people tonight.
Well, Fife's getting the assists on most of those, too. You got to wonder if, I don't know if we're keeping anything like triple doubles, but he's got to be close. In the meantime, Elvin Jones, the guy who's going to have to carry him the rest of the way, does hit the jump shot, and Ferndale wisely calls a timeout.
Timeout, Ferndale. We still got a game.
Well, I think that's what Don McNeil wants to remind these guys of is, hey, play some D. And you've got to execute offensively, and you've got to hit those open jump shots like Elvin Jones. Not really an open jump shot here, but he does hit it.
Oh,
now Ferndale's got to prepare for the last 2.5 minutes. Let's go down to Don McNeil.
Help, that's what he's looking for. Don't help. Your man cannot receive ball. Oh, goodness. He gives it up now. Let him get it back. We're going to win this game.
If he drives, fellas, still take the charge. It's still a foul.
Threes are best happening from inside out. We got to get the ball down to a wing. Brandon, at center court, go across to the pick. Let Brandon pop out. Brandon step up, shoot the ball. Yeah, let's set a pick, too. Pick. They giving up. Either way, they give us a three. When we go to the top side wing, the man is sagging off. I understand that. That's why I said we put it to this side where they think we're going down, then pick away and kick it out to Brandon. Let's go.
A little upset there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Coach McNeil wants three-pointers from Brandon Morgan. And he doesn't want his defenders to come up and help on Fife. When Dane Fife penetrates, don't come up and help because it leaves somebody open like we just saw.
And he's saying that's what they want. That's what Fife's planning on. You know, and if you have to, I think what you maybe even say is if you have to, hammer him. Hit him hard, make him hit free throws.
Yeah, knock him down, send him to the line. Good trap here. Maytrot comes up and helps out.
Maytrot with the ball, and he's going to get it back in the hands of Fife if he can. But right now, Morgan's doing a good job covering him. And Clarkston doing well in the fourth quarter.
100% from the field when it counts. When the money's on, Fife with 4 assists and a basket.
Well, Fife gets stuck underneath. There's his first miss, and he had to shoot it or he was going to get a 3-second call. Now Elvin Jones is not able to hang on to it.
Turn it right back.
There was an opportunity to cut this to a 5-point game. They did everything they wanted to defensively. Take a look at Fife.
Fife on the baseline right here gets caught up in a trap. He goes up looking for a foul. No call from the referee, and it's turnover time.
Well, you've got to throw that shot up or you get called for 3 or a travel. Again, though, a miss and a Ferndale save, and now Elvin Jones with the ball. Good job, though, by Scott to save the ball.
Bailey put it up just a little too hard.
Now Elvin Jones gets the jump shot just short. Bailey with the rebound, and those shots have to go.
Elvin Jones likes to take that baseline jump shot from the same spot, regardless if he's covered or not. Here comes Fife, give and go.
Well, you got that help again. Now they're out of sync defensively. Conley with the wide open three, can't get it to go. Fouls his shot, though, and now Clarkston can reset the offense. Fife with the ball. Back to Conley, tried to run a give and go. Good defense by Elvin Jones, but again, Conley comes up with the ball.
Wow, Conley playing tough.
Now Scott with the steal. Will spin and go, and Bailey's going to get that foul call. And the ref just made a signal like the shot was good.
No,
shot
the
didn't
shot
go in.
fell off. Shot fell off, not in.
The ref made a signal like a good basket, and the shot didn't go.
He did, too.
Yeah. I thought, what? Goaltending?
Right here, Conley gets all caught up in a double team. A steal here for Greg Scott, and he's off to the races. And he's going to take Bailey all the way down the right side.
Watch him spin.
Try to do the spin. And I didn't see a foul. But
I don't know.
They called body foul. They called a push somewhere.
Yeah. Of course, we're watching slow motion. That's happening very fast.
Scott's got to hit the free throw.
That was the first front end of the 1-and-1. Not able to get it to go, and there
it is.
Free throws are killing him again.
Got to have free throws in the last 2 minutes.
And now Fife sets the screen. Scott ran right through it. No call either way, and now you get the call on Elvin Jones. And Scott and Matrat having a little conversation.
Ref talking to Scott there. He's frustrated.
This is only his second game back this year, and second loss it's looking like anyway, and it's got to be a little frustrating.
He ran right through a pick. Coach Fife wants to call.
Well, that's only the 16th foul, so they're not shooting the 1-and-1 yet. Now they're going to bring in another substitution, Eddie Dixon.
Yeah,
he's going to come in for Lucas.
Got to get it in before the game ends, or Joe. Whenever I step in the building, I think in 1966, Ferndale's last state championship team, and they beat the Jolly Green Giants of East Detroit, coached by my father, and I've watched that game film 1,000 times.
And they lose it every time, don't they?
It never changes.
Shot never goes.
No, the ball rolls around the rim at Jennison, and the buzzer goes off, and it kicks out. I know, I've tried to change it a million times. How'd you know that?
I got tapes like that, too. Meantime, while we were talking about that, Eddie Dixon got his third foul, and Bailey's going to be at the line. Now they are on the 1-and-1, so he's going to be shooting. And if Clarkston can make their free throws, they can ice this thing with 1:02 left.
Bailey's a great role player for the Wolves. He hustles. He's always in the right place. Good rebounder. Great defender. Plays super quick defense.
And this guy's 6'6", 195, a real good athlete, a senior. I like some of the stuff he provides for them.
I think Bailey and Mazer, along with Matrak, could be a missing link for this club. They might go a little further this year. They might shock some people in the tournament.
Well, you have to remember, the team that knocked them out last year went to the final game. Southfield Lathrop. It's not like they lost to some
and the year
little sisters of the Port.
That's right.
Well, now Scott with the ball. Can't get it to go off the glass. Lucas with the putback. He can't get it to go. Mazer with the rebound.
Good rebound.
No foul called yet. Fife's got a man wide open down low. That's Bailey. He decides to pull it up, and they're just going to run some clock, get it in the hands of Fife, and let him get fouled. And before they do that, well, there's an injury way at the other end of the floor, and I have no idea what it is that happened.
I think Greg Scott turned his ankle.
Boy, I mean, that... And no one has any idea how this happened. This was way at the other end of the floor while all the passing was going on Clarkston's offensive end.
Scott just came back. It's only his second game back. He's been working out with the club, but this is only his second game. Right here, Mazer with the rebound.
Well, there's Scott right there. Let's see what he does. Watch his feet.
He's reaching for the ball, and
Did he get another elbow in the face? I think he got his third elbow in the face. It might just be a broken nose.
That would have been his own teammate then. Wasn't Mazer.
It's just been a bad night for him, though. Well, now they're going to inbound it to Fife. They're going to take care of Scott on the sidelines and get the rest of the game over with. They're going to do it with Matrat drawing the foul this time, I believe, from Pedro Seeley just into the game.
Looks like Great Dane and the boys are going to move on and stay undefeated.
And the foul is instead on Brandon Morgan, his fourth. And yeah, I think they're going to go to 13-0. And it's going to take a very good team to beat these guys.
They travel to Pontiac Northern on February 7th, then to Southfield Lathrop on the 14th. And yes, it's going to take more than one guy. It's going to take a really good team.
And a good team that plays a good game, too. I don't think you can show up and give them a half-hearted effort or a lackluster effort or anything like that. You've got to play your best game to beat these guys.
Look, you got Mike Matrat tonight, 17 points, and I'm sure he wasn't the guy they were going to double team and key on when the game started.
Gets 1 out of 2. Royal, who's had a very strong game tonight, comes up with the rebound. He's got Fife checking him. Now they get it into Elvin Jones's hands, and he's going to have to fire up the three from the top of the key. Can't get it to go up in front of the rim. And once again, Mazer with the rebound. He draws the foul.
That's Mazer's 8th rebound, and man, has he hit the hard boards tonight.
Done a great job.
He is so much improved.
And you don't think there's some Clarkston people in this gym tonight? It's like a home game for them. I think every game's like a home game for them. These people travel.
They got a big following, and they deserve it. I'll tell you, they play fundamental basketball. They pick, they screen, they box out.
That's right. If you don't come to the jungle will come to you.
That's right. They're bringing the jungle. It's mobile.
He's still coaching. Dan Fife, 21.9 seconds left, and a 10-point lead. He's still coaching, making sure they don't do anything to blow it. And Don McNeil, I think, is a little frustrated. They will play again later in the year, and that one will be in the jungle.
Wow. 6-9 and 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Mike Mazer with a game.
And now the long three for Morgan. He can't get it to go. Bailey with yet another rebound. He draws the foul, and with 14 seconds left, that's the 10th foul. So now you're looking at 2 shots no matter what. No more 1-and-1 for the Wolves, and that one is on Pedro Sealy.
You know, in a big game, you're really going to see that 10th foul rule come into play when every foul's 2 shots.
I like the rule because it doesn't punish the team that's winning.
No.
You know, and the idea of, you know, just hacking guys and
running
hacking
around
guys.
Hacking to get them to the line and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know, the team works hard for all but 1 minute of the game and then has to deal with all that free throw stuff. You know, that's not right.
And this Ferndale club's the kind of club that could get in a close tournament game, and the free throw line might just kill them.
I'll tell you, free throws 2 games in a row now have really been their Achilles heel. Now Elvin Jones looks to fire up the 3, and they are going to call the foul on Fife, and it was from outside the arc, so he's getting 3 free throws. Too little, too late. That's the 4th foul on Fife, and I don't think they're too worried about him fouling out. If he does, so what? 8 seconds left. But Elvin Jones will get 3 free throws. I think Fife just said something to Elvin Jones. Again, Jones, player you'll be seeing him playing college football and basketball at the University of Minnesota with the Golden Gophers, and probably run a little track too, and he can't get the first free throw to go.
Yeah, I was just looking down. Chad Bailey has 13 points right now, 5 rebounds. Maytrot with 18 points. Mazer with another 13 or 14. They spread it around. And look at the foul line.
Elvin Jones just missed 2. Got 1 more coming, and
you're right, Coach McNeil's going to have him in here about a half hour from now.
I just hold practice right now. At least they are able to get the putback, Damon Lucas. And now they don't even have to inbound the ball. Clarkston does. And the final score of this game will be the Clarkston Wolves 61, the Ferndale Eagles 50, and Dane Fife and crew go to 13-0 and stay the #1 team in Oakland County that doesn't pay its players.
Yep, they come in.
We shouldn't say.
Oh, no, they come into Ferndale, another top 10 team in Oakland County, and they beat them on their gym, and they did it rather easily. The second half, they took control. Fundamental basketball took over. Ferndale struggles at the line, struggles with the Clarkston defense, and Dane Fife spreads it around and gets everybody involved, and Clarkston's becoming a much more balanced attack.
And that looks like a team that's going to be very tough to beat come state playoff time. And that's a guy that's got another year to go, but he had to impress Bobby Knight and all the other people that came out tonight to see him play against a very good Ferndale team. Remember, they lost by 11. They just beat a good team. They didn't beat a second-rate Division III team.
And I think Bobby Knight had to be impressed with the coaching of Dan Fife. To see that many kids doing that much, it has to come down to coaching. They're a well-coached club.
In the meantime, Don McNeil still got his troops on the floor talking to them about this loss. You see Elvin Jones in the background looking a little bit upset about the way this thing went. And I think they know they could have been in this. They had a shot at it.
Yep.
And turnovers and free throws, and that comes down to just playing together. And that's something at this point in the season you ought to be doing.
Yep. Coach McNeil did a good job, but there was a 3 or 4 minute spurt where it just got away from him.
All right, well, once again, the final score, Clarkston 61, Ferndale 50. We'll take a look at the final stats when we come back on the TCI Game of the Week.
I'm the king.
The rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my market share coupon book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this: $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology. Call the competition, they'll probably show up with this. Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more. The competition can't. Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't. They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
TCI Cablevision of Oakland County, nominated in 3 categories for National Cable Ace. Sports programming, public affairs, overall commitment to local programming.
And the Cable Ace award goes to Transition.
The Cable Ace goes to TCI Cablevision of Oakland County.
TCI 63. See what you've been missing. If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
And the Clarkston Wolves remain undefeated at 13-0 as they take care of the Ferndale Eagles 61-50 here at Ferndale High. Joe Abramson back with Jack Roberts, and we take a look at the stats and the shooting. Pretty close, but the free throw line, once again, it really killed Ferndale.
Yeah, pretty much even up, but Clarkston goes in and gets 9 more points at the foul line. But the big thing, I think, again, was the fact that Clarkston had 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter, and Ferndale had nothing. They were 0 for 2 and 3, and as a matter of fact, only shot 30% in the fourth quarter. When the game was on the line, Clarkston came up big.
One thing that surprises me is that rebounding total. Ferndale edged them by 5, but the turnovers were killing them, and I'm sure Clarkston, some of their rebounds probably came at more opportune times, but they definitely outplayed them. Scoring leaders, Matrot with 4 triples and those 17 points. You notice one name that's not up there is Dane Fife.
Dane Fife. He has 2 points in the second half, and he had 6 assists, but he really was passing it around, and they spread it out. Mazer comes up with 15. Bailey with 13. He was all over the floor, but Matrot's 3-pointers at the end of the game pulled them out and really distanced themselves from Ferndale.
And for Ferndale, Royal, the sophomore, with 11, but most of that coming early in the first quarter. Elvin Jones got into foul trouble in the first quarter. He was only able to get 10, did hit a couple of big threes, but wasn't enough.
And Brandon Morgan has 11, but wasn't able to get anything going from the 3-point arc late in the game. But yeah, Royal had 8 points early in the game and just kind of was silent other than the 5 rebounds.
And yeah, and Dane Fife, like you said, just able to be the extra guy, the utility player, just do whatever's needed to help his team win. You see, Ferndale did have the lead after the first quarter, then kind of went in the tank there, only scoring 7, and the even-numbered quarters seemed to kill them. Able to win, they won those odd-numbered quarters.
Yeah, the first and third quarter they shot 64%, then it fell down to 30% in the second and fourth quarter, especially late in the game. They really just couldn't hold on at all.
And then the free throws, 2 games in a row, as we've mentioned several times, did seem to kill them. And Clarkston, again, this is one of the top 10 teams in the state of Michigan, the top Class A team in Oakland County. You know, you're really not supposed to beat them, but in your gym, and you know you've got a talented team, you think that, hey, this is one you can win, and if you play better, maybe you do win it.
But I walk away impressed, especially by Mark Mazer, who really did it at the foul line. For a 6'9" kid, he shoots free throws well. Chad Bailey all over the floor, and Mike Matrot just banging him away from long distance.
That's going to be an interesting team to see when the playoffs come around. Another thing will be interesting to see when next week comes around is the Rochester Falcons and the Adams Highlanders in the crosstown rivalry next Saturday and Monday right here on Channel 63 at 8 o'clock as we go back to the city rivalry theme that we've been having most of this year. And that should be a good one, always has been, and both teams seem to have fans that like to get into it a little bit there.
Oh yeah, the Battle of Rochester. Everybody knows everybody, and they come in with the faces painted. It'll be wild, usually a 1-point game, and everybody's screaming.
I know you can't wait to be there, but once again, remind you our final score, the Clarkston Wolves 61, the Ferndale Eagles 50. For Pat Collar and for Ken Phillips and for Jack Roberts, I'm Joe Abramson thanking you for looking in. We'll see you next week on the TCI Game of the Week.